Similarly, friends, in case of supply of services to organize culture, artistic, sporting, scientific, educational, entertainment events, conferences, fair, exhibitions, celebrations, etc. In all these cases, supply shall be the place where these events have been conducted. So what law says? It says, in all such cases, if supplies are to a registered person, so we have to note it down over here, that says, in all such cases, if supplies are to a registered person, the location of that person, accordingly, place of supply will be defined and tax will be charged. And in other cases, where event is actually held. So if there is a supply to unregistered persons, if we are having some fair, some exhibition, some concert where normal consumers are going and they are buying tickets and enjoying this event, the place of supply will be the place where these events are been organized. Consumption based tax, services consumed by the consumer. But if it is to a registered person, then the recipient place will be the place of supply, and accordingly CGST, SGST or IGST shall be charged. And if the event is held outside India, place of supply shall be the location of the recipient. So we have to understand the transaction and have to understand and correlate with the relevant provision of law, and then place of supply shall be decided, and then we will decide whether CGST or SGST is applicable or IGST shall be applicable. So in a given example, ABC Entertainment from Mumbai provides services to Zee Media Delhi to conduct a cricket match in Kolkata. So supplies are between AB Entertainment Mumbai to Zee Media for a cricket match in Calcutta, and both are registered dealer, both are registered person in GST. Then place of supply shall be Delhi and IGST shall be charged by Bombay party. Here, though cricket match is conducted in Kolkata, services are consumed in Kolkata, but GST provision is such way that it says the recipient is in India and a registered person, so place of supply shall be, if ABC Entertainer Mumbai provides services to XYZ Telecaster Mumbai for a match being played at Cape Town, then CGST, SGST shall be charged. So we have to be very careful when we are deciding CGST, SGST or IGST, especially in case when there is interstate transactions. There is no issue in intrastate transactions, but interstate transactions, yes, issues are there, and we have to refer these sections, and if transaction falls in exceptional cases, then we have to be very careful when discharging our tax. Now coming to, in case of transportation of goods, including mail or through courier. So law says, in case it is to registered person, location of such registered person. So B2B transaction where the recipient is located, accordingly CGST, SGST or IGST shall be charged. But in other cases where goods are handed over to transportation. So in case of where registered person is not on record or recipient is not on record, so the location where goods has been handed over to transport agency or to mail or to the courier agency, that place will be the place of supply, and accordingly CGST, SGST shall be charged. Passenger transport, where people are boarding on train or buses. In case of passengers transport, if service is provided to registered person, location of such person. So if any bus is hired by a company for his employees from a transporter who is also a registered person, so it's a B2B transaction. Transporter is giving bus service to a company for traveling of the company's employee. So location of recipient will be the place of supply, and in other case, location where passengers embark on the vehicle for journey, that will be the place of supply, and accordingly GST, that is CGST or SGST, shall be charged. And friends, another thing which is to be noted over here is, in case return journey, if any, shall be treated as separate journey even if passenger have booked advance tickets at time of start of journey. Means, if Mr. A booked flight tickets from Chandigarh to Bangalore and back, so tickets have been booked at Chandigarh for onward journey as well as for return journey. So Chandigarh to Bangalore and Bangalore to Chandigarh, tickets have been booked at Chandigarh only. But as per this rule, it says in other cases the location where passenger embark the vehicle. So in return journey, Mr. A will take flight from Bangalore. So the place of supply shall be the Bangalore. So accordingly CGST, SGST shall be charged. Though Mr. Sharma is from Chandigarh, he booked ticket from Chandigarh to Bangalore and Bangalore to Chandigarh. So in return journey, it will be taken as the passenger has embarked in vehicle in Bangalore. So accordingly CGST, SGST will be paid. In case of supply of services on board a conveyance, including vessel and aircraft or a train, if you are getting any type of services in train while performing your journey, you buy so many things. It happens many times that we purchase goods, food items in aeroplane, sometimes some merchandise also. So it says services on board a conveyance including vessel, aircraft, motor vehicle, etc. Place of supply shall be location first scheduled point of the conveyance. First scheduled point of the conveyance, from where the conveyance has started its journey. We have already discussed this case earlier, but here again they have given the more clarification. An example is, if a passenger who boarded a train from Pune and train started its journey from Mumbai, it was a train from Mumbai to Calcutta. It was a train from Mumbai to Calcutta and passenger board on train at Pune, and during his journey when train was passing through Odisha, he served with the food. He purchased the food on train. And location of supply such be catering services shall be the Mumbai and not the Pune. So CGST, SGST will be charged as per the rule. Though he was from Pune, train started its journey from Mumbai. So first schedule point is Mumbai. So accordingly tax will be paid. Another important sector of industry under GST, that is telecom sector. Very complicated. And it says, because telecommunication are providing number of services nowadays online, and they have removed the boundaries of the states or the countries. So what to do with these type of services? So GST has taken care of all such type of services and has controlled the things very well. And law says, under GST, transfer of data, broadcast, cable, direct to home services are classified as telecommunication services, as we all know. And apart from that, fixed telephone line, leased circle lines, internet services, cable dish antenna, all are services provided by telecom sector. And the place of supply for all these services are location of said equipment where these are installed, but obvious, where the consumption is taken place, where the installation done, where the handset is operated or given or provided. GST is applicable accordingly. So friends, if we talk about mobile phones, these are mobile phones, then how place of supply will be determined? If I am from Delhi and moving in Calcutta most of the time, I am traveling to Chennai or other places and also paying my bill. I also travel foreign. So how the place of supply will be determined for mobile services under telecommunication services? So law says, in case of mobile phones, internet through mobile phones, all are separate services. In case of post-paid basis, if your connection is post-paid basis, you have a telephone connection, mobile connection on post-paid basis, you receive bill and you pay later on. Then place of supply will be and telecommunication companies having your official address with them on record, they are sending you the bill for that services. So accordingly, bill will be charged to you and tax will be charged. So if you are in a particular circle where a particular operator is operating, so but obvious they will send you GST in form of CGST and SGST, because your billing address will be in that particular area and operator is also having installation in that particular area. But in case of prepaid cases, prepaid mobile phones where connection is on prepaid basis, you are just charging, you are just getting card and getting it charged from time to time. So it says, if that card or recharge is sold by an agent or by a dealer, then address of that dealer or that agent will be a place of supply. So if I am from Delhi, I have visited Mumbai and got my mobile phone charged through this prepaid mechanism. I purchase card from Mumbai from an agent. The place of supply shall be Mumbai and accordingly CGST and SGST shall be charged. And if it is sold by any other person and payment is received, it's a place where payment is received, accordingly tax will be charged. So friends, for each and every business transaction, I am repeating again and again, we cannot move at one rule that this way tax will be paid under GST. We have to analyze each and every transaction and accordingly place of supply and time of supply will be decided and then we can pay GST. If we pay wrong GST, then again it will be non-compliances. If you paid less GST, again non-compliances will be there and heavy penalty and fine will be available and it will be charged from us. Place of supply in case of banking, financial institutions, stock market. These are some of the exceptional cases under GST, special transactions. So it says, in case of these institutions, place of supply is the location of recipient as per the records of the supplier. Because these are all such type of transactions where supplier has to declare his identity, his complete address with PAN number and all. So easily we can work out whether it is an interstate transaction or intrastate transaction and tax can be charged. And if any customer approaches bank for demand draft and he doesn't have his account with that bank, bank may issue DD with after charging tax, and in that situation CGST, GST shall be charged. Similarly, in case of insurance services, services by insurance company, because insurance companies are giving number of services related to individuals, to property, to vehicles, to luggage, to secure their property, any type of property. The recipient may be in Delhi, but property may be located in Uttarakhand or Tamil Nadu. So it says services are to registered person. If these services are to a registered person, then location of that person, irrespective of the property where it is. If to an unregistered person, location of the recipient on record of supplier. So accordingly tax will be decided. Friends, advertisements on railway, All India Radio, how you will decide? See, any company has booked advertisement for a train running between Jammu to Kanyakumari, and this ad was booked by Delhi Office of Railway, Central Railway, but this train is running between Jammu to Kanyakumari. So how the place of supply shall be determined? Because we know that GST is a consumption based tax. So for these type of transactions, similarly in case of radios, FM radios, other radios, you cannot fix the boundaries because it is in the air. How you will decide that? And how tax will be shared with the different governments? So CGST, IGST made a rule 03, IGST rule 2017 for such type of transactions. So if any company has booked an advertisement with railway at Delhi, because company is having head office in Delhi, and they want ad of their product on a train running between Jammu to Kanyakumari. So rule says in these type of transactions, when ad is fixed, ad is displayed on bogies of railway, that particular train. So this train runs through the various states during this journey. It crosses J&K, it crosses Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, like these things. So when this train runs through all these states, the public of these states see this advertisement on train. So consumption is also in all these states. So accordingly revenue should go to these states only. So policymaker has given a formula that the total revenue which is received by Delhi Office of Railway and the tax paid by Delhi Office to the central government or to the Delhi government, it will be transferred to different states in proportion to the length of a line in that particular state. So based upon the line length in a state, revenue will be shifted to respective states. Because ultimately it's a consumption based tax. So no state will be having any type of loss because of booking of this ad in Delhi, whereas ad is seen by different states' population or public. Similarly, in case of radio advertisements, based upon viewership of the radio, GST revenue will be distributed among the states. So these are special rules framed for such type of transactions under IGST Act for the convenience of the state and convenience for the revenue sharing.